Twitch viewers, YouTube viewers, VOD watchers, one and all. Hope you're doing well. I am late today because life reasons. So we're going to go ahead and try to get right into it. Hello, Kian, Scanlan, Kitty. Hope you're all doing well. So yesterday we got to explore some libraries or some laboratories and get some ancient science knowledge, some engineering research, even a couple of AI cores. So we really skyrocketed our tech level yesterday. Today we want to see if we can finish doing that, or at least get it very advanced, so that we can begin the next stage of our plans. Remember, our protagonist, Lunk. Well, Lunk wanted to be a freelance researcher, and Lunk may be making discoveries that the rest of the world has forgotten. So let's see if we can continue that trend. All right, so I'm pretty sure we left off at home base last time. Having maybe just come back from an excursion. All right, so right away we're going to let everything load. But right away, there's a resource shortage that I think I would like to address. We can get most resources for ourselves, but one thing that we can't really get right now is leather. And I'd like to fix that, and I think that might be a special mission for Conway. Ada, welcome in. Good to have you. Fogmen, big game hunter, something like that. Something like that. Conway is being defeated by the barrel. Ah, building broke again. There we go. Hey, so what's the game plan for today? Today, we're about to address a critical resource shortage that we have, and then hit up some more labs and workshops. You'll see what I mean in a moment. Now, to address this shortage, we have to send Conway somewhere very scary. So let's get started down here in the bottom section of the map. So right about here for now. Conway should probably grab some more food cube. And might even, honestly, check the mongrel robotics shop. I don't know if the skeleton doctor closes at night. We're going to go Rimworld style and make our stuff out of human skin, aren't we? We're going to make it out of something skin. Okay, so I have a stealth left leg. Let's look for... Ooh, scout left leg. Here we go. So Conway now... Moves 50 miles per hour. Damn, look at that speed. Okay, so I read something about the game possibly loading better when you stay zoomed in close to your character. He's moving so fast his pathfinding can't keep up. Somebody should do the math on how much more athletics gets you across the map faster, factoring in loading time. Are we going to be any better at... We are almost the same speed at 2 times as we are at 5 when you account for the loading and the stutter. Oh, great. We're going to go right through stack. I seem to have raised 0 alarms doing that. It's like Sonic going through Eggman's base just to flex. Hey, Maiko. Good to see you. Thank you for lurking. Where's my stealth? 84. So in stealth, I still run 44 miles per hour. How's the Fogman rehabilitation run going today? You all may question what the word rehabilitation means after today, but it is necessary for our advancement and further research. It would be interesting. That would also need to factor in the setting of the graphics. Yeah, exactly. You've played Persona 5, horrific torture things is just a step toward rehabilitation. Joker, here you may put your persona in the peeler machine to receive one sweet treat. This will help you in your rehabilitation. Advancement and further research. Why does that sound foreboding? I don't know. Maybe because people are afraid of science anymore. Look at the state of Kenshi right now. We need some science. I love when they don't realize yet that they're swimming, so they run full speed. Captain Promotable, welcome in. Good to have you. Hope your weekend is going well. Why do you choose every single pond? At work, but it isn't bad. Watched the VOD and saw Captain Foggy be a leader by going down first to the Mega Raptor. Really show him how to take a hit and not die. And they've only had combat gains since then. Truly the leader Bombardier needed in these trying and exciting times. See, we're like one hive. We all work together, and we've got our specialties. We've got our strengths. I don't remember this big old tree being here. You're going to swim right through that acid. Yep. Space Monkey, welcome in. Good to have you. Conway was going to swim right through that acid before I paused. 100 times. How you doing, Space Monkey? Good to see you. Thanks for being here through all of it. Kenshi Pathfinding loves to give your characters acid baths, doesn't it, though? Doing good, you think? Drove all the way to work before you realized it's a public holiday. I saw that in Brian's stream. Well, at least you got the day off. No, while we're here, let's stop in Spring. It's a tech hunter town. I don't know if they might sell ancient science books or anything, but we'll grab them if they do. Though to be fair, I am getting a little low on cash. We might need to make a grog run again. We could always have Conway stay in Spring while Team Fortress makes a grog run if we need to. Okay, nice little trip up here. Try the Tech Hunter shop. Grog run, selling run. Yeah, selling our grog. We're full of grog, honestly. I just need to make the time to sell it. Is that how I'm getting cash? Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, we've probably got like 60, 70 grand, maybe more, just sitting there in grog waiting to be sold. Okay, so I'm not seeing any... Not seeing any ancient science books. Hey, thank you for lurking. Hope you've been well. All right, let's head down here, Conway. Conway's a little stuck, but he's got the spirit. And to get some homemade chicken soup your mom made a few days ago. Oh, you're having teeth pain. That sucks. Well, I hope it is nothing bad, and I hope that they can. I hope they can fix it for you. Tooth pain is no fun. I forget if any of these have like science books or anything in them. Could have sworn one of them at least had something in it, some ration packs or something. Or ancient rations or whatever they are. I don't know if I've ever seen them have their sword out in stealth. I wonder if it's because of the sniper bot. There is indeed a sniper bot over here. Okay, yeah, not seeing anything, so let's keep going this way. Thinking it's trapped food that's causing pain? I hope you can take care of it soon. I swear this pathfinding's gonna get me killed. I wonder if turning down... any of this would be good. Maybe, like, grass density a little. And foliage. Let's see if any of this helps a little. Without changing the way the game looks too much. Sniper bots remind you of a Samurai Jack episode that is one of your favorites. I haven't seen that since I was young. I should go back and watch it again. Discovered creepy outpost. That's what we're looking for. What did I say, Space Monkey? You said since you were young. Well, I emphasized young, meaning like really young, like 6 or 7. Okay, we're gonna get in here to the creepy outpost. Now, my understanding is they should only attack Greenlanders and Scorchlanders. There's Savant. Why's my stealth KO lower now? All right, let's see if we can get in here maybe in... There's just a random skin bandit sitting on the throne? That's bizarre. So we got usurped. I guess so. It is really good as an adult. You were glad you went back and watched some, and it has a real strong Kenshi vibe. Oh, very cool. Ooh, ancient science books. That's not what I wanted, though. And now they want to deal with me because I'm a thief. Made it back thanks to your amazing stats. Welcome back. Oh, well, I do only have 5 thievery skill. Can I stealth KO you? Yeah. My assassination is 50. Nobody breaks the law on his watch. I had to take the chance. We may be able to sneak in. I only got 1 level from that. May be able to sneak in when he's asleep. Skeleton Human Transformation Bible. That's what we're here for. Also, we'll take the Meito no Dachi. In fact, that would honestly be a really good weapon for Conway. Meito no Dachi, you're beloved. All right, we got what we came here for and extra. Skeleton Human Transformation Bible, what is that thing? Oh, it allows you to make a very crucial piece of technology. Very crucial indeed. Who's all this now? Scavengers. See, Conway is the leader of the Skin Bandits, a group of perfectly normal humans who have to steal other people's skin to wear it. So, the Skeleton Human Transformation Bible allows you to build... Where is it? Where is it? The peeler machine. The peeler machine, well, it peels things that you put inside it. And when you peel things that are living, it results in animal skin, which can be used to make leather. No way, no wonder you had never used it. But I would never consider doing that. We use the whole part of the cannibal around here. Can it not just as efficiently peel corpses? Absolutely. We are littered with bodies every time we get attacked. Right now, we're just throwing them in the furnace, wasting them. Look at the size of that group of land bats. I don't remember if there's anything notable over here. Decent amount of materials, nothing we need. If you want a huge supply of bodies, just settle in the Cannibal Plains. Welcome in, Pork. Yeah, so we don't even have to do that because we get attacked by Fogmen, and Fogmen are so flimsy that they basically die anytime they get knocked out. So we just need to peel the corpses we've got laying around. What are Fork and Charming attacking? Oh, see, look. Fogmen. And see, this one's gonna die, so, you know. We get a corpse peeler. We start peeling. You don't get, I mean, an abundance of corpses. I'm sure we just don't need quite that many. Okay, Conway, let's be smart about this. I know how you love your acid baths. But you are also a flimsy, flimsy creature. Hey, you know what? I think Conway's being reasonable today. To the tune of Hungry Hungry Hippos. How does that keep coming back around? Crumbling Labs. Is that anything? It's not anything that we'll ever be able to see because Fogmen aren't coded as resistant to acid. So that's fun. Whenever you do Hive-only runs, you like using Hive Robotics Expanded. Add some variations of robotic limbs that suit Hive anatomy more. So you can make KLR arms with 3 fingers and that sort of thing. Oh, that's pretty cool. I wanted it to be pretty vanilla Fogmen, but Frankie pointed out to me yesterday that Fogmen in base game can't wear shirts. And the Recruitable Prisoners mod changes that and allows them to wear shirts. So believe it or not, these Fogmen already kind of have a buff over standard ones. So in vanilla, you can't even have them wear Hive chainmail. Nope, their shirt slot apparently is just blocked out. Just like their boot slot is. Maybe that's another oversight, like how they're not resistant to acid? I don't know. Why would you get to Venge and just stop? They were supposed to be resistant to acid? I believe so because hivers are. And Fogmen are just hivers from a dead hive. So you would think that they would be. Must be all that man flesh they've been eating. What, are they taking on the soft sensibilities? Always figured they were genetic creations, like 3 different experiments. I think the hivers are as a whole, but I'm not sure that Fogmen are an intended effect. I think it's something that goes wrong in their genetic coding when they lack the connection to a queen. Okay, why are we stuck here? There's obviously some kind of differences because there are differences in the Western Hive and the Southern Hive as well. I always like the theory that the Holy Nation killed their queen given the Fogmen's proximity to Holy Nation territory. Yeah, and you can create Fogmen. If you kill the Southern Hive Queen, all of the Southern Hivers get replaced with Fogmen. So you can watch it play out in real time. Yeah, look how pretty that is. So if you lead a regular old fog boy into an acid bath, they get injured? I would think so, because that's exactly what happens when you play one. I always wondered if they used their poles as a way to reproduce, like how the queen uses agriculture to reproduce instead. I don't know how that would work, but it's an interesting thought. You can really make a grim world if you kill the Western and Southern queens. We may have some future thoughts around that. I like to show not my whole thoughts for my playthroughs from the beginning. Leave a little bit of intrigue. See where the story takes us. You can schedule future thoughts. Well, of course, a future thought is just a now thought that you think in the future. Am I growing my garden? I don't know what this euphemism means. Or rather, I don't know why it's in quotes. Sounds like Lunk becoming a Dark Souls character, someone driven by curiosity, finding out he has the power to manipulate others and ultimately becomes the ruler of a wasteland. Lunk the Mad. Lunk the Ancient Scientist. Or no, it would probably be like Ancient Scientist Lunk is how that would show up in a Souls game, most likely. What is going on here? Oh, they're fighting a bone dog. Ancient Lunk of Science. You think Lunk is more practical? Well, it'll be fun considering people have their own sorts of ideas to see where exactly all this goes. For now, Lunk is focused on attaining all of the research that has been his goal. And is acting through Conway, his special envoy. It's a writing style. Why did you immediately think dirty thoughts? I didn't say dirty per se, but when you phrase something innocently, I don't care what it is, but when you take an innocent phrase and then you put it in quotes, it immediately becomes euphemistic. I didn't make that rule up. That's just how, you know, subtle communication has worked since always. Oh, you're paying your taxes, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're up to. Oh, making a sandwich, huh? Mm-hmm. I bet. I bet it's a tasty sandwich. Wow, that is proofing some dough, huh? I'm no baker. I don't even know what that means. I assume that's something you'd be ashamed to say in mixed company. Just want some fresh sourdough. You're ashamed of a lot of things, but never your love for bread. Yeah, no, you gotta put quotes around the fresh sourdough. Also, to be honest, I know I've talked about like how I hate forced self-censorship and euphemisms and stuff before, and this is me totally being a boomer, but I just found out that people call smoking weed gardening for some reason now, like some anti-algorithm thing. They'll be like, what's something that relaxes you besides gardening? And gardening is actually smoking weed. But that has something to do with why when you put garden in quotes, I'm now primed to think that it's somebody who's trying to be discreet for some reason. All right, so if we wanted to make a little peel house, as it were. Rip gardening channels. I don't think we need too big a building. All right. Get to work, Hive. What do we want to get? We don't need them now, but let's get the harpoon turrets. Back in your younger and dumber days in the oil field, you used to have to go to the lumber yard for some 2x4s, which morphed into gotta build a fort when you were going to drink after your tour. You see what I mean? You put something in quotes, it becomes a whole different thing. I didn't make these rules. The self-censorship, even if you understand why it's done, bothers you to no end. Can't take a video seriously when you're hearing that a historical figure committed sewer slide. I literally, on my main channel with like over 20,000 subs, I made a video where I just said like 20 supposedly banned phrases in context, and the video is still fully monetized. Got pushed out to a bunch of people who had never seen my channel before. Like, it didn't suffer in the algorithm at all. I've even had people tell me not to talk about slavery in Kenshi. Like, don't use the word slave. They're like, you should really use the word, like, what was it that they... What was it somebody tried to recommend? And to be fair, I'm not calling them out because I get where it comes from, but it's a hilarious thing to me. They're like, you should say unpaid laborers or something instead of slaves. I'm like, it's Kenshi. There's slavery in Kenshi. I'm going to use the word slavery. Take it with a grain of spice, but apparently all this idiotic self-censoring is to appease TikTok so the videos can be posted there. And honestly, I get that some people need TikTok for their livelihood, so I can't push back on those specific people too hard, but I am perfectly happy to go without an app that forces me to change my way of speaking that much. And I don't know why... I mean, I've never tested it on TikTok because I'm barely on TikTok. I haven't logged in like, months. But I don't know why people think the TikTok algorithm can't detect words like unalive and self-delete and apply them contextually. Like, it's an AI world, and really, you don't even need AI for that anymore. You just need, like, a list of substitution words. Suggestion straight from Emperor Tengu. The UC newsletters usually don't describe it as anti-slavery activity. Anti-slavers are engaging in anti-workforce terrorism. Where's all my builders at? Narticus, what are you doing? You got an inventory full of rocks. That's what you're doing. Wonder how much is algorithm and how much is people reporting the video. Yeah, I don't know. If I'm ever forced to do something like that, you will absolutely hear the distaste and displeasure in me doing so, and I will make it very clear that I have been coerced into speaking that way, but so far it has not happened. So I refuse to pre-reduce my own speech. Yeah, look at Escar go, killing it with the chainmail. And the armor plating? See, look, this is what I'm talking about. We have all these dead fogmen here because they're so flimsy, they just die. Why are we gonna waste them? Let's come up with synonyms that don't violate grammar to no end. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the vast majority of things we can just go ahead and say. Now, I will say the whole in Minecraft thing was funny for about a week. When someone's like, I'm gonna commit heinous crime in Minecraft, and you're like, oh, that's clever. And then it... You know how these things go. It's in and it's out. The waves lap at the shore and then recede. And human experience cycles as it ever did. The thing I love about archers in this game, and I'm being a little sarcastic, is they aggro all the time. There's no telling what they're aggroed at. It's probably something on the other side of this mountain. Ah, a fresh leather shipment. Okay. Where's Nardicus? Get in here, Nardicus. I don't know how many we're gonna need, so I'm just gonna say, like, 5? 6? Some storage for animal skins. Love how as soon as you said that, you zoomed in on a horde of Fogmen. I know. That was the most annoying part of the Star Wars mod, because laser guns were easy to come by. You had a squad dedicated solely to that, and they'd aggro on everything. We'll see if this actually ends up being any faster than simply buying the leather. Hey, Cemetery Chick, welcome in. Tempting to remove words from our lexicon is very 1984. Okay, so disclaimer, I never fully read that book, but it is very newspeak to me. And I will put a disclaimer in that I think it's good to look back at things and see, like, maybe we didn't handle this subject with the best of care, so we're going to treat this differently moving forward and refer to it differently. Like, I think that's generally good. But when you have people describing, like, everyday words that they don't like because it's, like, bad vibes, and they don't think you should say it anymore, it's too much. Oh, man, you only get fractions of an animal skin from the Fogmen. Can we have somebody whose job it is to... Where's Vermilion? Instead of corpse disposal, can I make peeling your job? What the hell is happening? What? Why? I thought you couldn't get in a peeler machine yourself. Guess I was wrong about that. Honestly, I was thinking we would get one whole animal skin out of each Fogman. I don't know if this is as worth it as I thought, but we'll see. We're recycling. Try making the put in order as a job by shift clicking it. Let's see. That didn't seem to do anything. Oh, we're getting some animal skin anyway. It's a shame it can't be automatic. I wonder if there's a job for that. Think it would have some kind of haul to machine. Yeah. Yeah, it's really weird that when you designate peeling as a job, they just go and peel themselves. Now, what about hauling to storage skins? It doesn't seem like there's an easy way to haul the skins out of it either. Unless only skeletons can do it? I don't think so. So they can't be peeled? I thought they could. Wait, is it the kind of thing... What happens if we pick the lock? That wouldn't make sense because the skin bandits are obviously not skeletons. Come on. Oh, you have to unlock it to pick the inventory. You think it's an NPC imprisoned function? But you would think if the game gives it to you, it's something that you could do. Okay, how about this? Not foraging animals. Oh. Oh, don't operate the stone mine, Conway. Okay, say we do this, and we take off the corpse disposal. So Conway should have found a corpse. Now let's say we make operating the machine. Nope, Conway just stands there and... Wait. Wait, Conway's just standing there screaming, but his health is fine. What is going on? Oh, his gear is getting deleted. Oh, that's... Okay. I got you. Man, you know what? It seems like they could have used a little more time with this. It's like the Gooner weirdos who are mad Silent Hill F doesn't allow upskirts. Yeah, I mean, we already had that with Resident Evil 4. People were mad that they took him out when they were so awkward in the original Resident Evil 4 to begin with. All right, Conway, time to get you some new equipment, bud. No, we made... Oh, we made assassin's rags, not dust coats. Okay, hold on. I know what we can do about this. Wait, don't we have a leather tanning bench? Did I not make one? Oh, yeah, it's right here. Let's get, escargot. Leather tanning is going to be your first job for now. You have Luis's flawless crotch shot, so why are they complaining? I wonder if all these spare limbs are going to tank my frame rate. Okay, now how are we doing on iron plates? Iron plates themselves are pretty consistently low. We might need yet another refinery. Striations in the hillside are so pretty. It is a nice area, minus all the people being eaten alive. It's funny that normally you don't need a peeler machine to get leather, really, because animals that tend to be base pests provide that in spades. And it's normally just unnecessarily cruel. No, here we use the whole part. Okay, so... Oh, that's right. I still didn't get the semi-automated ore mine. Okay. Stuff is coming together. I just need a little bit on it. Yeah, this whole system is not very good. It's almost like the peeler was an afterthought. I don't know when it was added. It's the best part about somewhere like Shem. Hungry bandits attack your gates, your turret gunners kill them, the corpses attract beak things, and then they get killed for leather. The whole reason I wanted to do this was for some dust coats. Let's see what else we can make over here at the heavy armor smithy. We should get, ooh, iron hats. So if the spare limbs are going to become a problem with the old frames, you'd consider adding some bone dogs? Yeah, that's probably true. Okay, we have more than enough of all this stuff now, I think. Let's have Uno go back to heavy armor smithy. And then we're also going to want some dust coats. We'll get that on a repeat queue. It is free food for them, that's true. If only our Fogmen could still uphold their own ways. Imagine if they just went over and munched on, like, limbs that were left laying around. Oh, I should have gotten the mod that deletes the fly noise. Well, it's actually a decent amount of leather. Probably because escargot has such a high skill. I think he gets more than one leather for per piece of animal skin. Armorsmith 84. What's Uno got? 92. And Ree is 76 crossbow. I wonder what we can do about the heavies when it comes to acid protection. If we can get a dust coat, that should be about 80%. Drifter's leather pants would bring that up to about 90, I think. I wonder if 90 is enough for their natural healing rate to overcome it. Looks like it takes quite a lot of leather to make one of these dust coats. All right, maybe we can send the squad on another mission while we wait for that. Where else would we find some good ruins? That's so ominous. What part? Talking in detail about the peeler machine, and then it's going to take a lot of leather to make these dust coats. You know what? Let's send Conway up to World's End. Actually, let's send Team Fortress to go sell some grog first. Just saying, you think Fogmen come in in numbers you have yet to experience a cannibal horde? I mean, we've had cannibal raids come at us. Scrawny raids, mostly. There's an endless supply of bodies for the cause. Bodies for the cause sounds like they're volunteering, which I don't think is the case. I mean, maybe you could say that they volunteer, you know, by showing up to raid your base. Is there still food over here for Team Fortress to get? Oh yeah, some rice bowls. Oh man, remember the old house that we started in? Look at us now. You mean to roast us for dinner? We mean to peel your skin off. Honestly, that sounds like the natural balance of the world. It's like that scary old Polish cartoon that's a bunch of crabs, like different mechanical crabs just eating each other in more and more creative ways. Somebody has seen this. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. Why is my camera so high? All right, do we have a dust coat yet or what? We do. It's only a specialist. Let's see if Uno just turned out a master grade. Nope. We have so many weapons. I think we can have Chitinous stop making weapons for now. Let's just turn off the jobs. Let the iron plates build up. I am outproducing my own capability to make sense of it. All right, Conway's going to go over here and see if they sell any... Conway should actually grab some food first. See if they sell any ancient science books. Or we might be able to steal some from the machinists. Lunk going to extraordinary lengths. Even stealing from the people he admires in the pursuit of research and knowledge. Don't know if you found the video, but you found some other cool freaky crab stuff anyway. Cool crab stuff is always a win. I'm excited about the next couple channels. I know what the next thing I'm going to try to do on Zomboid is. And it should be a real cool, very moody playthrough, and I've got something really fun I want to do with it as a video. I'm hoping to get a Kenshi video and a Zomboid video out before TwitchCon. That gives me about 2.5 weeks, so we'll see. Conway runs so fast the game just can't keep up with them anymore. I've also got a cool idea for a Kenshi challenge run after this run, but I think this run's going to last us a couple videos. We've got a couple places to go with this yet. Moody Zomboid, welcome in. Good to have you. Yeah, I've just picked up Zomboid back up during the week, trying to relearn it a little bit. And I'm thinking about a playthrough that I don't think will be all that challenging. But that should be really, I think, really fun for what I want to do with it as a video. Carcinization, your current Kenshi run, you got proper carcinized. No spoilers, but the dialogue after you finish the crab tournament is hilarious. So I definitely want to do a crabman playthrough of Kenshi, where we have one pacifist character and a squad of crabs. And he just, like, unleashes the crabs on people. Or she. It could be a she. Roast and peel, two things potatoes are made for. Oh, I never got Conway a chain shirt back. That's okay. We'll get it when we go back home. That sounds like Lumi's plan for world domination, allegedly. I've never had Lumi in my party, so I don't know too much about her. We all become crab. It's like, don't get political, but it's like the Trump meme. Wow, everything's computer. It's that but crab. Wow, everything's crab. Don't get political and then you say that. Okay, but that thing is just a meme in and of itself. You know what I mean. Metal chest. Is that where I told you to go, Conway? I don't think that's where I told you to go. Is that where I told you to go? Well, that doesn't look like where I told you to go. That looks like where I told you to go. Too late, Crab Queen 2028. Not weapon cabinets I'm interested in. Wow, look at this. Looks like we got our leather fix. They'll deal with that. I just need to make sure Conway doesn't get caught being a criminal. Voting for Savant. You can't stop me. Hey, Weeb, what's up? YouTube recommended my stream to you yesterday when you were looking for how to recruit Fogmen. My advice really helped you. You couldn't have done it alone. Thank you. Hey, no problem. I had to get the advice from Reddit. So, you know, we're all helping each other out. Now you finally have a Praetorian Fogman to bodyguard your beep. Well, it's good to have you. Ancient knowledge. Give me ancient knowledge. Beep brings you such joy. Beep is the collective son of Kenshi. Okay, we got 2 ancient knowledge. Love locked chests just for 1 set of low-level bandages. Yeah, okay, that works. Oh, I never realized this. Tech Hunter's notes, Pool of Obedience. Someone has spilled ink all over this book. Likely a simple accident. Nothing of significance is readable anymore. Just a total accidental redaction. Yeah, this might be an exploit, okay? Don't at me. That's just a regular book. Really? This whole place, all you had was 2 ancient science books? It was a redaccident. Oh, looks like that's all the ancient knowledge we're getting out of here. It doesn't super feel worth it, but okay, Conway, come on back home. Put your fast leg on first, though. Wow, Conway ate both of those food cubes already. He's hungry. Growing boy. Hey, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Love me some ancient forbidden knowledge that will curse me to no longer be mortal in my corporeal form. which curses me to be in a frog body, me vibing. Hey, Captain Promotable, thank you to the gift sub to our new friend. Is it Tactical Extinct? Is it like Extinct? Or is it like Tactical Tink? And the X is like a cross. Now the follow notifications work. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you about what happened yesterday, except streaming is an unreliable business. Tactical stink? I hear that's a benefit of eating MREs. Tactical Tink or Bell. Oh, okay. That's your wife. Well, hey, welcome in. Good to have you. Thanks for checking out the channel. Stink, the X is there because you're excruciatingly millennial. No worries. I know how to decode it in both millennial and Gen Z formats. I'm kind of steeped in both cultures that way. I defy anybody to tell me that I am specifically Gen Z or millennial. You can't. I exist in two worlds. Would love to trade bodies with the frog that body slams your bedroom window every night. For all you know, that's the most peaceful, meditative process in the entire known universe. A level of bliss and zen that none of us will ever be fortunate enough to encounter. He does have the most vacant eyes of any frog you've met. I thought all frogs had vacant eyes. Except, well, see, I was going to say except for the Hypnotoad, but the Hypnotoad, all glory to him, is a toad, not a frog. These are the most vacant. Okay, I got you. Just turned that saturation slider all the way down. All this talk of frog bodies caught the attention of Captain Promotable's teenage daughter, so Gen Alpha is here now too. Listen, we have a broad appeal. The human condition and fascination with amphibians and reptiles is just something that transcends barriers of time. Conway, I would like you to go home. Conway, you're a special operator, Conway. Look, you're like 1 kilometer from home. Just go there. Come on, you've been through field training. Checking off list. Okay, where's Gen X? Listen, I don't want any of my Gen X listeners to feel like they have to give themselves away. I guess it's curious that I refer to them as listeners, but I don't know. Sometimes I do think of this like obviously there's a visual component here to what we do, but it is so often used as an audio format that it almost feels like a radio show in a way at the same time. Okay, if we can get Conway home, we're going to go back to peeling bodies. with all the Fogmen that attacked us. Not Gen X, but you mostly listen to the stream because you're working on something else at the moment. Yeah, I feel a lot of people fit that category. When I first started Twitch, I was all in on watching for sure. But these days, it is mostly a second monitor activity when I'm not the one streaming. Okay, Conway, let's go drop off this ancient knowledge. Like to listen when you're playing a game yourself, studying or reading? Exactly. I need 2 more ancient science books for semi-automatic ore drill. How are we on dust coats? Ooh, we've got iron hats. We only needed a couple of those for archers. Okay, so we have 2 dust coats. It's gonna be a start. So, where's all the dead Fogmen? Bodies might have despawned. I might have wasted nature's bounty. A level of folly and hubris that I hope my community learns from and does not emulate. I cast aside nature's gifts in the pursuit of stolen knowledge, and I have been punished for it. And now Maiko is late for cat dinner. I believe Team Fortress had some leather to drop off. That's a fabric chest. Betty loves bone marrow, you see. Why did I think I needed so many chain shirts and everything? When you knew bettas have heterochromia, I didn't even know fish could have that. Conway, go get yourself a nice chain shirt, and don't say I never treated you to nothing. We have a masterwork grade. Here we go. Masterwork. We got some bodies out here, so we'll get Vermilion on the case. Technically, they can't have true heterochromia, but he has a galaxy koi. Ooh, pretty cool. Is it like white and black? One black eye and one white eye. Ooh, very cool. Nature is so abundant in its designs. Blue, black, and red with a bit of white. Feel free, if you would like, to post pictures in the Discord. We all love pet pictures in the Discord. Nature had nothing to do with it. Okay, but listen. It's a bit of a philosophical bent we're going on here, because are we not also nature? Did not the genes have to have the ability to respond to our prompting? Actually, there's a ton of bodies here. I think it's going to be enough leather. Inbreeding is the answer. You mean selective breeding. You see what I did there? I brought it back full circle to the quote discussion. Love you some polydactyl cats, but damn, you don't want to see the family tree. See, nature's bounty rejected no more. I'm putting it to its full use. One of these days, I'm going to misclick and not be paying close enough attention. Going to send one of my own people into the peeler. You have a polydactyl calico. She's also special needs, so there's a lot about her that could likely be explained by inbreeding. That's sweet, though, to take an animal with special needs. If you ever stopped working in vet med, you'd be starved for weird animal stuff. You have so many stories and horrible photos. Feeling it better right now with swim bladder disorder. Okay. How many did you say you have again? Made strides in his recovery over the week you've had him, and you have 12. That's right. I thought it was something like that. Okay, so let's grab a fork. You get over here and grab you hat. I don't have a ton of space. There we go. Oh, except that's no space for crossbows. We are going to have to get some backpacks. I did not get the craftable backpack mod like I was looking at. Because I don't remember why, but it seems to change some things up. The iron hats are honestly much better than the chainmail, so we can put them away, and that's a start. Family you got her from was going to dump her, plus at the time you needed her as much as she needed you. So thankfully most of her quirks are funny behaviors and physical appearance, because you started working through her potential issues before they were issues in kittenhood. Oh, that's really sweet. We had an animal that we took in as a child that was not very well suited to the home. It was a Bengal cat. And basically, I guess for some reason, there were two other Bengals in the household. And they used to pick on the littlest one all the time. So my dad's coworker gave the other cat to us. And I loved that cat, but not well suited to a typical household. Beautiful cat, though. Incredibly smart and could jump like 8 or 9 feet, like vertical, like over a fridge in one jump. We're gonna need more armor storage. Can I fit more armor storage over here? I kind of can. Like, what if I put one here, and one here? It's a lot of armor storage. Bengals are notorious for developing destructive and inappropriate behaviors from lack of proper enrichment because, you know, they're kind of like wild animals. Yeah. Ours was very unhappy indoors. I mean, he loved us, but he constantly needed, like, stimulus above and beyond what a household could provide and started developing, like, spraying behaviors and things like that. Just wasn't good overall. Where is Nardicus? Does Nardicus have an inventory full of copper again? Nardicus is sitting on a bench with an inventory full of copper again. We're just going to stop Nardicus from copper mining right now. I have a dumb picture of Arya to drop in the Discord. Oh yes, pet pictures are welcome in the Discord. You do when you're not checking a weld out here? Hey, anytime, anytime. We need more leather. It's not enough. I need more dust coats. I want to go on an expedition to the Deadlands. That's why we need dust coats. Your favorite cats at your old clinic could be heard screaming in the parking lot if you were in the building. Genetic nightmare, frequent flyer, gorgeous boy. Oh, was a Bengal. Yeah. So we got Fork and Iron Hat. Let's get Charming and Iron Hat. Anything in the Masterwork? Yeah, Masterwork grade. That's what we need. I don't think this is going to speed up until we get more leather. Let's send Team Fortress into town. Gotta love spare parts kitties. So, was this cat, like, all Bengal, or... Wait, can Bengal cats breed with domesticated house cats? I need leather. You have 5? Then we'll check the clothes store. You have none. You're running a long way back to get food. You assume they can since they themselves are a domestic hybrid. All right, that's 6 leather. That'll be like 1 dust coat. What if we shortcut this whole thing? What if we buy some dust coats until we can make some more? on, dust coat. Show me no good quality dust coats. No dust coats at all, actually. Maybe there were some at the clothing store. None at all. By spare parts cats, you meant cats like Gertie, the bottom of the barrel. What the hell is wrong with you cats? I know that you say that with so much love. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't think everybody needs dust coats like I'm thinking they do. 40, 65... Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. If we want to be over... If we want to be at 100. Otherwise, with the plate jackets, they'll be at, like, 70-something. Dust coats are good to ward off acid. Yep, that's exactly what we need them for. They're just taking a while to make. Didn't realize how intensive they were. And for the heavies, I think 80% is going to have to be enough. Because they can't wear the headgear. Info dumping about cats will continue. Let's see, 35%. Yeah, we're going to want dust coats for most people. You're resisting the urge. Always been a fan of the, how do you say that, Oxycat, because it is a breed that is meant to have an appearance of being a wild cat, but is fully domestic. No, what's Conway carry capacity look like? Conway could carry a couple dust coats back. What if... That's not a ton of Fogmen. I was going to say, what if we found a group of Fogmen and we led them back to the gates so they would be easy to dump in the peeler machine when we killed them? Greetings, Wheezy. How you doing? Which Discord channel is appropriate for cats? Probably photos. Just chilling after a really busy night on Lyft. Oh, I'm glad that you got some time to rest for yourself tonight. Oh man, the rain is really coming down. I hope that keeps up. Because I will sleep well tonight if it's still raining in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Not bad, just, made almost $200 in 4 hours, so was hopping last night. Good. Glad it's going well for you. Trying to get a group of Fogmen on Conway. Lead him back to the base. Which way's base? This way's base. Based on what? Wonder how many we're really gonna draw, though. I don't think I managed to lure any of them back. Oh no, they just found somebody slower than me to attack. Ain't that the way it goes? Oh, we can go into town and buy more leather, maybe. Give us a start. It is one thing with these really large squad playthroughs is equipping people is really tedious. We'll check the shinobi traders. They might have some dust coats. I will take a thieves backpack. I'll take all the thieves backpack. That'll help a lot with the main squad having room to carry stuff. Ooh, 10 leather. That's a good find. Let's see if the armor shop has any, and then the construction trader. We got 3 here. $17 leather in one trip is quite nice. It's going to be a good amount to take back with us. I'll take the Devon Rex is the cutest cat breed. Okay, well now I'm going to need a picture of one. Let's drop off some leather here. All right, now let's see who needs a backpack. Rosh can use one. Probably the archers can use backpacks. Be good for them to put their bolts in. The thieves' backpacks are super high utility for combat because they don't reduce combat stats. Okay, we can probably stop with most of the repeat queue stuff. At this point, we're just making so much armor, we just really don't need more of it. Oh, we've got dust coats over here. Okay, our Rosh has one. Let's get Dimitri one. Dimitri has one. Sojiro. Rogers Nelson. Okay, we almost have enough. Oh, cool. Another dust coat. Let's get Elastic X to get one. Looks like we need 5 more. I wonder if 17 leather's gonna do it. Okay, we got a quick ad break on Twitch. I'm gonna go ahead and use this opportunity for a restroom break. I'll be back in just a moment. Thanks for hanging with me. Some clips are gonna roll. Appreciate you, especially if you're on YouTube and dealing with the Twitch ads. Thank you very much. Am I going the right way? I am. It's just a long, treacherous road. Kind of like a metaphor for life. Me when I'm in the club, straight up jorking it. And by it, let's just say. Who thought this animation was a good idea?
Start walking.
Look at this. He's gonna think he's got a chance. Got a new lease on life. Hello, I'm here to give you a Christmas kiss. Mwah. 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 Merry Christmas.
Take this and hold on to it. I'll be back for it later.
Now's a bad time. He'll be back for it later. Okay, he won't be back later. Would you leave me alone? Wow, I am really good at being a vehicular menace. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I appreciate you. Big appreciation all the way around. Oh, no. No, it's difficult when you're starting out and you want more. So I read that that had explosives in it, and I thought, neat. Maybe if I break it in, or if I break into it, it'll give me a grenade.
Leon! Lewis, I've got something for you guys.
Did anybody catch the zoom when he said, I've got something for you guys? What exactly has he got there for us?
Look, I know you're carriers. You've been coughing up blood, right?
He even had his hands on his hip.
And you.
I've got something for you. Your eyes only. Hey, thanks for hanging out, everybody. That's 2 more dust coats. We're almost there. Hey, Zartrin, welcome in. Great to see you. Yeah, doing pretty well, Zartrin. Did some family stuff today, getting to do some gaming here. Your town is really thriving, thank you. Okay, now I'm not trying to zoom in on Conway's butt, but why is he kind of thick? Got the leather pants too. How's the rehab going? Great. We're turning our fallen Fogmen into leather for armor. 9 leather. I feel like that's enough to make the dust coats we need. I don't know why Conway was marked on anyway. Alright, that's 10. 10 should make a couple more dust coats, and then we'll be good to head into the Deadlands. Leather pants in the desert? Oh man, are they gonna stink from the sweat? Chat, do we think hivers sweat? I think no. Alright, let's go down the list, make sure everybody's got a dust coat. So it is Doe and Face need dust coats. Do Fogmen need masks? If there is poison, they do. So if we wanted to go into Gray Desert, about here to here-ish, then yes, we would need masks. Just saying, leather pants in any kind of heat, like stage lights, make for a serious pain to clean later. Cats in the Discord, let's go. We love cats in the Discord. Cannibal Raid moving toward the Hive. Well, it looks like they'll get one last training session in. Got no point of reference on if they perspire. Where is Henry? Here's Henry. What is Henry's crossbow smithing? 79. Let's see. If it gets to 80, I would like to see if we start making higher grade, like, specialist crossbows. Talking from personal experience, was in a rock and metal band in the 80s. Where do you go to get leather pants? Is it like is there like a specialty retailer? I want to see what happens if this crosses over to 80. So if we can get some higher grade old world bows, we'll definitely take those for our archers. They need to grab some bolts too. They were so easy to find during that time. Hell, you could get them at Spencer's Gifts in any mall. It's hard to believe Spencer's has been with us that long. Why is Henry not doing anything? Why is everybody just carrying copper around? Oh, I know. It's in honor of A. Nasir. Specialist. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and make 2... Ooh, we could make Eagle's Cross. Let's make Old World bows for now. Yeah, we've got so much ammo for Old World bows. So we can upgrade our archers' bows. Let's get everybody to put on the dust coats. Oh, and we need to check their weapons, too, to see if there are better ones available. Cannibal raid has arrived. Meat. So who's gonna win? Are you going to get meat or are we going to get leather? Let's find out. I don't know, looks an awful lot like we're ending up with some leather. I don't know how vermilion ended up being the peeler, but it works. It's time to spin the wheel of peel. Did you all know that very recently somebody created a skin farming mod for Kenshi? You can grow humans in these like agriculture, like hydroponic devices as if they're in the Matrix. Sorry, spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen the Matrix already, by the way. But yeah, you can just like grow humans and harvest their skin. Maybe I should make a playthrough around that at some point. You saw that and elected not to add it. My internal response being, I've seen that Keanu Reeves movie. All right, well, that's a good little bit of leather. Walta's taking a nap. Walta, you rest up, Walta. I like how the voice has slowly shifted over time, but we know it as the Walta voice. Okay, back to equipping everybody with dust coats. Ah, Charming doesn't have a dust coat. The old finger voice? That just makes me think of salad fingers. Oh, surely we had enough leather for another dust coat. Maybe it went in here. Not the salad fingers, it haunts you. A fight or flight response from a very old threat arises. Tink hates your salad fingers impression. It's probably a sign it's a good one. Have you ever seen any of David Firth's, like, claymation, stop motion, mixed media art? Oh, it was referencing Mike Ehrmantraut, but I forgot what finger has to do with anything. It's a very good one. You need him to, like, bathe after. I like how this game lets you go faster than itself, meaning that you can just do things at such a high speed that it won't keep up. And it'll just sit there staring at you for a minute like, do you need something? Can I help you? Think he used to be called the Finger. At least that's what internet memes say, so you can't tell if that's real or not. I haven't watched Breaking Bad in over a decade, so I couldn't either. Like, obviously, I know Mike Ehrmantraut. He left an impression on me, but whether that's true or not, couldn't tell you. Learned at a young age that quoting salad fingers in the wrong company gets you sent to Bible camp. Oh, okay, when communion comes around, you're allowed to like it when the red water comes out. But when you're quoting salad fingers, all of a sudden it's blasphemy. You almost failed my bot bait. Did you almost click the roll that's like, this is for bots, if you click this, you'll be put in jail? I love that roll. Just need a little more leather. I just need one more. I mean, even if the armor shop has a dust coat, I will just buy it so I can be done with this and send my people out. Oh, what am I doing? I haven't processed the leather that's back at base. Let's do that. I see button, I click. Someday a human's gonna end up in bot jail, and I'm going to have to give them... I'm going to have to give them the escort out of bot jail. Still crying, laughing, and wheezing over the red water comment. Makes you wonder how Dahmer felt about communion. I feel like I have just dumped out a puzzle box and all of the pieces are there, but I can't put the image together. Like, I understand Dahmer, I understand communion, I understand blood, but are those is that how those three ingredients fit together? Like you're drinking the blood? No, don't peel yourself. What are you doing, Vermilion? Work photo dropped in Discord too. Very cool. I trust that you have not doxed yourself. Little cracker thing is the body of Christ. Okay, yeah. For some reason, I was still on the red water. I wasn't even thinking about the cracker. The cracker hadn't even entered my periphery. Seems like there needs to be a mod that can create a chest or container that if you put weapons and armor and clothes into it, that your characters can draw from to equip themselves. No. No, because you would absolutely hate it if they did. They would never wear what you wanted them to do. The logic would always find a way to be not the thing that you desired. So when it comes to actually equipping with themselves, I'm actually quite happy to have to do it manually, even though it is a pain. Okay, now let's get everybody some weapons. Where's the good stuff? Where's the Mark III? Here's the Mark III. Well, at least Mark II. I want most things to be a RimWorld. Get them the most powerful weapons we can muster. According to Google, it is 31,600 wafers. Wait, 31,600 wafers is what? What are we what are we measuring here? Like, I'm aware we're talking about communion wafers, but is that like the entire body? Is like that is one body of Christ is 31,600? I don't know. Maybe this is getting too theological for me. I might be about to be schooled on something I wasn't ready for. Oh, a dry weight. Got you. A strange man once said, I need to watch things die from a good safe distance, and that's basically why we were in World. Well, now I'm going to have to listen to 10,000 Days before I can go to bed. I would be humbled if someone put my dry weight and communion wafers on the internet. Okay, we got one specialist class bow. Where is Henry? Why is Henry not making the other... Okay, Henry has the other bow, just hasn't put it away. Alright, let's get Charming to grab a bow. Specialist grade, very nice. And we'll get Fork to grab a bow. Also specialist grade. And then fill your inventory with bolts, please. They have whole wheat. You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna step back just because I don't mean any offense. I don't mean for my irreverence to cross to the point of offense for somebody, so I'm going to choose not to engage in that line of thinking further, but I did, some things did immediately come to mind for me after that. All right, is this enough food cubes, do we think? Speaking of food cubes, what do we think about the slop bowl allegations? Apparently it's a thing now that people eat slop bowls, and if you like, you know, like burrito bowls or like quinoa bowls or I guess even like chirashi or anything like that, if you have like grain and vegetables and meat, it's a slop bowl, and people are saying it like it's some bad thing now. Like, excuse you, but I look forward to my slop. Let's go raid a workshop. Never enough food cubes. By the way, here's what you found out about the peeler machines. Okay, do go on. It's like half of all comfort foods. Apparently it's slop. But everything is slop today. Have you noticed that people call games friend slop? Have you heard that term? People are like, oh, if you play Peak or Helldivers or Repo, they're like, oh, it's friend slop. Now, I may sound like I'm getting old, and maybe I am, but we used to just call those multiplayer games. Like, it used to just be you would buy a game and the expectation is you would play it with a friend. Even crazier, you would sit on the couch with this friend and play it next to them, but we weren't concerned about friend slop then. That was just called playing a game. You mean a garbage plate? That's been a thing for decades. Not even a garbage plate, not a charcuterie board, not at, like anything, even like a well put together burrito bowl. People are calling slop bowls. Each component has its own distinguishable flavor and texture. You assert that it is not slop. I think we should assert. I think we should push back. I think some people want any relatable experience to be categorized as slop so they can look down on others for engaging in it. Or maybe there's an even more sinister ulterior motive. I don't know. But whatever it is, I do think we should push back. Okay, let's get the group to maybe coalesce somewhere. Slop. That's exactly what it is. The next time somebody calls something slop, I'm gonna get onto them for promoting slop. That folks enjoy things. Exactly. Food cubes are slop, though. Rations are where it's at in Kenshi. Listen, I fed my last squad dust witches. So, I mean, food cubes are way better than dust witches. Who is Fork? Who's everybody fighting? Not like Holy Nation or something. No, a bunch of hungry bandits. Former institutionalized friends call that a spread. Don't need pet names for everything. Everybody trying to go viral with a new way of calling something. Yeah, honestly, rage baiting is probably one of the most profitable things you can do per post online. And I frankly hate it. But you all get over here and help Fork. What is Charming doing? Charming is trying to shoot them from the other side of the mountain. Okay, so honestly, Fork needs a bed already. This is boding well. It's literally just Fork that got beat up. That's okay. Fork is used to being an archer, so... Saying because rage baiting encourages comments, YouTube encourages comments, and therefore rage baiting. What's the best form of rage bait? Best as in, like, morally most acceptable, or best as in most efficient? Because I think the best, like, most morally acceptable rage bait is when I say things like, games should have graphics from 15 years ago, or we should be able to play offline games without an internet connection. I think that's the good kind of rage bait. When I think, when I say that games should look bad, actually, so that gameplay can be fun. Have regular conversations with their teens that the videos they are losing it over is almost always fake or staged, and if it's not, and they stop to put up the camera first, please don't give that person any more of your attention. Yeah, so honestly, and I mean, this goes above even what I think a Twitch stream / YouTube stream really is in a place to say, but let's be frank here. There are professional agitators on the internet that benefit from you being angry. And some of them are independent people, and some of them are government-level actors, and some of them are non-governmental level actors, and each and every one of them benefits from you getting angry at some other subset of person on the internet. So please choose not to engage in it and focus on things you love that bring value to the world and humanity and art. And that's all I'll say. Also, Kenshi crashed. Saying something stupid or inflammatory on purpose. Yeah. Absolutely, left versus right makes money. Top versus bottom doesn't make money. Yeah, I mean, left versus right, honestly, is just one form of it. There are people who will never be, and I don't care what country you're in, there are people who will never be in your country that are outside of your country that want you to hate other people in your country because they want you to be weaker. Now that is enraging at Kenshi crashing. The rage bait that works on you when you used to be on TikTok is the outrageous recipes that are like, OMG, I made countertop nachos for my Super Bowl party. And it's a pile of room tempo taco meat. I like my taco meat to have a good tempo. Chips and industrial-sized cans of nacho cheese. Well, room temp meat is just a food safety violation. Kenshi didn't like the convo. Honestly, I take ownership for that. I've been pushing Kenshi really hard. I'm running it at like 5 times speed. I've got the squad limit way past what it's supposed to be doing. Like any failure of Kenshi right now is 100% on me, and I need to be the one willing to bear responsibility for that and let you all know where I have done wrong. I'm no kind of person to be looked up to if I can't do that. No, but honestly, I lost so many hours of my life over COVID arguing with people about like the state of the world in general that it's one of the biggest reasons I'm not on social media as an individual anymore. I'm on some platforms as ad noctem. I'm even in a guitar class from a guitar YouTuber that I like, that I post, we do like guitar lessons and stuff in there. I'm even ad noctem in that group. I'm not my real name because I just don't see the value in continuing to use social media as an individual at this point. You almost need a brand, an avatar, an identity, whatever, that is distinct from who you are physically, emotionally, mentally, and all of these other things to protect yourself when using the internet and not to become over-engaged in it. Again, not to lecture anybody. I don't care what you do. This is just things that I have determined for me. You know, this is one thing I love about streaming. You never know where the conversation's going to go, and you get to some real interesting, like, core stuff, and then other times it's, like, 15 minutes ranking foods by the type of farts they give you. Like, you just never know. You've been really tempted to get rid of your Facebook and X accounts or really thin your friends list. Honestly, for me, the thinning the friends list doesn't work because social media, especially that owned by Meta, I caught on to it doing this thing. It benefits from wasting your time. It puts out videos into your feed that are harmless on the surface, but are designed specifically to draw you into spending time on them. And I'm talking things like crafts, like people making crafts, but then you realize the thing that they're making has 0 point and was literally just made so that the process of making it could be filmed so that it would give you just enough dopamine to watch a 3-minute video that they can put ads on. Like, it was the whole who's on your friends list stopped being an issue probably 10 years ago in favor of the attention arbitrage activity of those platforms inherently. Might actually delete Facebook for real if you can ever convince your current job to stop using a private Facebook group for internal communications. Oh, and the other thing, Facebook Marketplace should be its own app. Marketplace is actually a good app other than the way that the advertising on it is now pretty much owned by eBay. And also, it's become oversaturated the same way that eBay did. Like, you don't really find deals on it anymore because everybody knows what stuff is worth, which is both good and bad. But Facebook Marketplace is actually a usable, useful app, and it should be divorced from Meta entirely. This is not my take. I heard somebody else espouse this take, and I agree with it wholeheartedly. So yeah, if you all want to keep up with me, Discord, Twitch, YouTube. I occasionally post some stuff on Instagram. TikTok, good luck. I have a TikTok, but I don't update it. Blue Sky, I don't really spend time there, but like if I'm gonna hang with somebody in a like Twitter feed type place, it's gonna be Blue Sky because, well, X is a terrible, terrible place. But yeah, if you want to get at me, it's Discord, it's Twitch, or it's YouTube mainly. The only reason you set up a Facebook account was because when you were in college 14 years ago, most of your classmates in your programming classes were using it for group chats for assistance on projects. Yeah, honestly, I grew up on Facebook. Like, I was like 13 when I got an account, and like 27, 28 when I stopped using my account. That's greater than half of my life I spent with a majority of my social interaction on Facebook. And I think that is a genuinely unhealthy and probably irrevocable amount of exposure. And I got off of it before the AI and stuff got bad. Like, I'm sure there was a little bit of AI when I was using it, but I see some accounts on other social media that aggregate AI posts from Facebook, and it's awful. It's terrible. Like, we're already a post-trust society if you're spending time on Facebook. You already cannot trust the world around you because half of it is just generated by a large language model. But skeletons, though. Skeletons are pretty cool with me. That kind of AI. I like it. More skeletons. They're cool guys. We're about to go beat some up. But... am I a real streamer or AI? Whoa, why are... hold on. Oh, I see. We can't be here. So, in the Deadlands, the ground here is acidic and will burn your legs off. We're playing as Fogmen. Fogmen are a subset of Hivers, and Hivers are immune to acid, but Fogmen are missing a flag because they're not typically playable in the game. They're missing a flag that makes them immune to acid, but they also can't wear shoes. See, the boot slot is redded out here, so they can't put boots on to avoid getting their legs burned off. So, if we want to go after these ruins... the only option is to have their legs removed and replaced with robotic components. And that's just, that's a little bit too much logistically for me to do in this stream. Also, is honestly so bad for mental health. Can't tell you how much better you feel and how much time you've gotten back from just not using social media. Oh, absolutely. Time to get some skeleton limbs, indeed. And we have to figure out a way to remove their limbs. I'm a little worried about using the peeler machine because the other thing Fogmen have, they have one of the lowest blood pools in the entire game. And I think if we stuck them in a peeler machine, they might bleed to death before we could patch up their missing limbs and put robotic ones on. I don't know, we might have to have somebody serve as a test subject. But it would be better if we were making our own limbs at that point anyways. I've got a secondary idea, something we'll do to still make some progress today. We'll send Bombardier back home. You already have a way to get some skeleton limbs in your inventory and then see if the acid floor removes it for you. I believe, I could be wrong. I believe you need to put the dismemberment frequency on high for acid to remove limbs that way. I have to test it out. Yeah, Maiko had the same question. But we might send our special operator to go have some fun. Oh, and also it looks like Fogmen don't trigger the Holy Nation. I'm gonna have to test this. We know that Conway gets attacked by the Holy Nation because of skeleton limbs. But I'm wondering if Fogmen miss the flag for Holy Nation to be hostile towards them. They shouldn't. They occasionally get raided by them on the border. But in the base game, Fogmen are antagonistic. So it's explainable that maybe the Fogmen always attack the Holy Nation first, and the Holy Nation basically just acts in response. I don't know, because Holy Nation has other groups that they attack on site, like river raptors. They'll attack river raptors even if not attacking crops, I think. So I don't quite know how it works. Thing is, if you want to get Holy Nation aggression, just equip skeleton limbs. Yeah, for sure. I'm just curious if, hypothetically, as a Fogman, you could go into a Holy Nation base and they would just let you. I wasn't going to leave that unpaused. Guessing that the skin suits don't work? For what purpose? Also, Imgron, welcome in. For getting into Holy Nation cities, it kind of looks like they just let us in. Oh, no, here we go. Okay, they just don't automatically aggro. But it looks like if we stood there antagonizing them long enough, they would. But it's not on site. Like, they don't see you and just start charging the way they do somebody with skeleton limbs. Tired of being bullied by these Fogmen. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, everybody, go home. Take a breather. Conway's got this next part for us. Just make sure everybody gets back inside the walls. Okay, let's grab Conway, and we're gonna run about... Let's call it here. First, we're gonna grab some food cubes. Little tasty snacks for the road. That ought to be enough. Why'd you stop there? I swear the pathfinding has been extra broken today. It's usually not great. It's usually kind of dangling on, but today it is severely broken. Makes you wonder if you could put skin on and infiltrate Skin Bandit HQ. You think even your reprogrammed Skin Bandits wouldn't put it back on purpose now? Yeah, I mean, I think they have dialogue for if you're wearing a skin suit. I don't know how it works if you're a Scorched Lander or a Greenlander, though, if wearing the skin suit lets you get in without harm. But, like, as a skeleton, I think they do have specific dialogue if you do. Has been grand, however, your spawn have finished refueling and you have to clean up the aftermath. Hey, sounds good. Thank you a lot for coming in, checking out the channel. I appreciate it. And we'll be here either live or on YouTube for more Kenshi and hopefully some more Zomboid coming up soon as well. So thanks again. You have a good night. Oh, that's right. You need dust coat. Boy, Chitinous still making quality people thwackers, yes. Mark 3s at this point. Need to find the most moral skelly you have and try out the skin suit or sad nail to make him more sad. Yeah, you just put a period between two words, so my bot protection thought that that was a link. Trying to get the spiders to aggro on me without getting too close. There we go. Conway, don't you run over there. Is this one of those where the spiders don't really want to leave? Might be. Gonna have to lurk soon. It's almost time to pick up your wife from work and then put the dog out one last time for the night. Sounds good. Thanks for hanging out, Wheezy. I appreciate you. Sheesh, it's been 3 hours, right? I was about to say, what do you mean the spiders don't attack the Holy Nation? This one chasing me up here. Why are you going that way, Conway? Love Glutton, welcome in. How you doing? Was it really just the two spiders? Frankie, welcome in, Raiders. How y'all doing? Big Tom in the house, welcome in. Hey, hope you all are well. Frankie, feel free to tell us what the run was today. Good to have you. Obviously, some Kenshi. I am being raided. Hey, good to have everybody. Thank you for the follows. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for checking out the channel. I'm Noctum. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch and YouTube. I play Kenshi on Saturdays and Sundays. I also make Kenshi videos that you can find on my YouTube. Today, we're doing a Fogman only run, a bit of a Fogman rehabilitation run. And you've joined us as we're having some fun in Narco's trap, getting the security spiders to aggro on the Holy Nation here. so that we can loot it for its bounty. Welcome in. It's good to have you all. Feel free to tell me something you learned from Frankie today if you'd like. I'm sure there are plenty of things. Oh no, an ad break right now. Rehabilitation insinuates that something is wrong with them. Sorry about the ads, Raiders. It just happened to be that time. I don't like the way Conway is running. Love that Frankie always shows up with more Kenshi fans. Indeed. Todd, welcome in. Yeah, sorry about the ads. I will address you again when the ads should be done. But in the meantime, Frankie, if you can hear me, if you got to get out of here for any reason, no worries whatsoever. You're too late. No worries, Maiko. The pathfinding here is broken. I don't like it. I don't like it. I can't run half the places I'm trying to go. There's my group being attacked. Hold on. Why are Arash and Tortilla in Okran's Gulf and not at home? How did they get left behind so? My allied with the Fogmen faction. So as I understand, Frankie can tell you more because Frankie's the one who taught me. The Fogmen faction are not a true faction. The way that I'm playing with Fogmen is I'm using the recruitable prisoners mod, throwing them in prison and recruiting them. But to my understanding, they're not a true faction. And they don't show up here. That's why they don't do things like base raids. Even though I get a lot of Fogmen attacking my base, they never get a formal, like, Fogmen raid is approaching. Like I do with the cannibals and things like that. Okay, welcome back from the ads. Sorry that you all had to go through that. We run ads once an hour to keep the pre-roll ads off to make the channel more discoverable. Gotta go, Maple, just wine for you. Sounds good. Frankie, thanks for all the support, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. That building looks like something straight out of Star Wars. Would it surprise you to learn that there are entire Star Wars overhaul mods for this? Ooh, map of the Ashlands and an ancient science book. Yeah, the Cthulhu overhaul. Now, I've never seen Star Wars, so I can't tell you how faithful it is, but I'm well aware of its popularity. There's a Star Wars overhaul for New Vegas. Is there? I didn't know that. Both for this game and for RimWorld. Okay, now this spider is in a very tricky place. Got an idea. I've got an idea. I'm gonna try something. Are Fogmen fast at all? Yes, they are fast like hivers. And in this case, I'm using Conway, who, with 2 scout legs, runs 50 miles an hour. I've got a stealth leg on currently, but I do have 2 scout legs. Okay, wait, I've got an idea. Ooh, where are you going? Hold on. Conway, don't interrupt your enemy when they're making a mistake. 50 is crazy, it is, yeah. What? I knocked you out. It took him a second to realize he'd been knocked out. Imagine running at highway speeds. Okay, here's my idea. Mod is called Star Wars Open World, and it's on ModDB. Very cool. Oh no, where'd the spider go now? The chafing would start a fire. Okay, spider's up here. We're gonna keep an eye on this spider. Go this way. Hey, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. iNewbie, what's the next playthrough after this? We're going to be doing a Zomboid playthrough in parallel, but the next Kenshi playthrough is either going to be my Crab Master playthrough, where we try to beat the game as a pacifist using an army of crabs, or it'll be a challenge that I want to do where I see what is the lowest stat level that I can kill every major faction leader at. Gonna drop this Paladin Guardian right here. Trying to get back downstairs without alerting the spider. Damn, we're fast. Lowest total stat level, yeah. Kind of inspired by a run Frankie did recently, but I want to see how far you can push it. The crossbow one, exactly. Because I do believe that the lowest stat level you can beat the game at, other than some serious micro skills, which are possible, but I think it's crossbow. But then you've got all these other considerations, like if you get your legs eaten off to replace them with skeleton legs, then you'll gain ranks of toughness. So what if you wanted to do it at toughness rank 1? But you still have to be fast enough to outrun your enemies, but you don't want your athletics to be too high. your stealth and your assassination can't be too high. So it's just this cascading effect of like how low of a stat level can you actually get away with. I'm thinking what happens is this paladin's gonna wake up. Could use a peeler for leg or limb removal, except... well, I mean, I guess there's nothing in the rules that says it has to be solo, but my intention going in was a solo run. And I don't think you can get yourself out of a peeler after removing your leg solo. Maybe I'm wrong. This paladin should be waking up any minute. Playing dead, huh? There we go. But what? Why did he just fall down? Nobody did that to him. He just did that. Okay, now here comes the spider, so we're going to want to be careful. He didn't even get a hit in. Spider's coming downstairs. Been playing Kenshi with UWE. I haven't tried UWE yet, but I am aware of it. I've heard it's a little more challenging. Unimaginable how challenging it is so far. I'm gonna have to try it one of these days. Oh man, the AI is being so cheese resistant. Cheese resistant, you could never, right? I need to put Conway on hold. He keeps aggroing and running off. Been adding in little mods as you go. You need to re-import to try the expanded shopping economy. Last time you tried it, it resets your crab turning. Gotcha. Yeah, I actually have that in this run. Shopping economy expanded or whatever it's called. Boogie, welcome in. Am I excited for TwitchCon? I am indeed. It's coming up quick. All right, let's hope that they keep the spider busy for a while now. And we get to go upstairs and loot. Three ancient science books. Rainstorm Wander, welcome in. Good to see you. Chance I'll see you there. That would be great. Since it's a trek from the crags, you figured a few fast boys and Garu can bring your trade goods. People quit buying because you guess they ran out of money with your shopkeep staying loaded in. Yeah, I know the shopping economy expanded is supposed to give them income and also expand their buying list. Rain, hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Oh, man, look at all this stuff. Good stuff. Just got an assignment done and submitted. Very cool. I wish you good scores on it. Ancient science book. They still keeping the spider occupied? Yep. More ancient science books. That's what we're about. Science. Some might even say weird science. Be AFK lurky bit, no problems. Thought I just saw another spider. Not me saying weird science while you were already saying it in your head. Oh, wait, what's the one that's got the... Okay, we'll do this one first. Oh, not only is there a spider, there's a broken skeleton out here. Oh, man, the Holy Nation is having a bad day, huh? Amazing that I could just waltz in here and start causing trouble. I love that. And if you cared about money, this is a good place to get stuff that sells for a lot. Oh, yes, an AI core. That's what we like to see. $100. You and Space Monkey both hit the 100 dream redeemed today. Thanks for being a part of everything. Thank you for all the streams, of course. Spiders are vicious. Two AI cores, 5 ancient science books. Praise be to Narko. All right, now where are the spider corpses? The dead paladin guard there. Just need to make sure the spider... Well, there's one. Oh, that one's actually dead. That one's critical. Okay. We should be good to make a break then. And sneak, of course. Let's slow it way down so we can control our destiny a little if we need to. Oh, look, a couple of crates that I almost missed. Or metal boxes. Okay, nothing we needed. Time to head on out of here. Yeah, have fun with that spider, y'all. Devious plan we had. All right, time to get back home. Maybe the Holy Nation are right about us. Maybe we are agents of Narko. The perfect crime. And we only got a 2,000 bounty for burglary and assault. That's got to be the best value ratio of any bounty that I've gained in the game. 2,000 bounty, I got 3 AI cores and 16 ancient science books, 2 engineering research. You give me a button that gives me 2K bounty for all that, I'm just going to sit there and press it. Speaking of, I got the new gambling roguelike game, Clover Pit. It's really good. I don't like gambling or gambling games, but when you put math in them and you give me ways to like make things exponentially multiply other things, then I don't know, I have a good time. I like seeing number go up. Please like and subscribe so I can see number go up. There's some lore-based speculation on YouTube that hivers, including the Fogmen, were produced by the Bugmaster on the orders of Catlan to provide a new intelligent species, just in case humanity didn't survive Catlan's efforts to purge the cult. So that's been my thought, is when you look at the CPU units of some of the commanders, the commander robots that are in the Ashlands, and the fact that the Hiver Queens are robotic, it seems to me like the Hivers were created to be a form of intelligent life that was easy to control, required less food, and was more suited to the environmental hazards of Kenshi. Lost you at math, but you're going to check it out still? It's fun. Number go up, serotonin go up, of course. Wheezy, thank you for lurking. I hope you have a good rest of your night. All right, we're going to get Conway home and see what kind of research we can do with all this stuff. Hey, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. See, number go up. I'm happy. You're happy. It's maybe the greatest trade deal in the history of trade deals ever. Makes it easier to be sympathetic with the Ochre Knights when you realize that they were trying to survive against an all-powerful skeleton emperor who was literally trying to genocide them. Yeah, everybody kind of sucks. I mean, maybe not everybody, but yeah, it was, Kenshi is a world of people pushed to very bad things by even worse circumstances. Especially once you realize that said emperor is still alive, right? And still maintains armies of thralls. Glad to catch the stream. I've been binging your first Kenshi series. Got you back into the game. Hey, we love to hear it. Thanks for letting me know. And so glad to see you on a stream. Oh, let's drop off all this beautiful, valuable scientific knowledge and see what we can do with it. Oh, there's so much good we can do here. I should have gone for the fully automatic ore drill, but at least the iron plates will get buffed. Oh, we still have 2 AI cores. So I guess if I got some more ancient science books, I could do the ore drill. We got quite the group here, don't we? I'm thinking maybe next target is Leviathan Coast. How's the food supply looking? A little chunk taken out of that. That's full. Oh, we got we got so much food. Who are you? Shrike of the Tech Hunters. Okay. You'd probably buy something if we had... Wait, patrolling town? Are you just part of our town now? Oh, nobody's actually storing iron plates. Wonder why that is. Somebody's job may be stopped? Am I ever going to play a full overhaul mod like Genesis or UWE? Yes. It's not immediately next on my list. I'm still having a lot of fun with what I can do with the vanilla game. But I definitely will take on UWE at least. I mean, I say vanilla game. Obviously, this is modded, but I just haven't gotten into full overhaul territory yet. Maybe when these themed runs get a little stale, that'll be the break glass in case of streamer falling off button. Like Shrike, she usually becomes your weapon crafter in your own runs. Oh, is she a unique? I thought that was just a generic name in the pool. So we are going to need some more power. While we're sitting on the iron plates and electrical components, let's do these wind generators a little at a time. Let's make sure that Narticus is actually doing it. Benry, why are you starving? Oh! Benry is starving because he somehow got shoved behind the fabric loom. Okay. We need to do a workplace safety meeting here, folks. This is what happens when you don't respect large spinning tools. They shove you in places you're not meant to be shoved. I say this as a former lathe operator. Benry, if you don't go eat something right this minute, I'm gonna think you're doing this for attention. There we go. Food cube. Does she have a busty butt? If yes, that's the unique recruitable character Shrike. If not, it's other Shrike. What kind of way is that of telling? Lots of characters have big butts in Kenshi. It's all the toughness and athletics training. Lathes are terrifying. They can be. Assuming we've got full building material. Yeah. Now, I wonder, when we unlock automatic flour grinding, will we be able to just upgrade? We are able to upgrade. Oh, but that's right. I never checked if Narticus... Narticus is not doing any building. Why? Is your inventory full of copper again? No, wait. Maybe you are doing it. Shrike, Beep, Infinite Wing Wing, and Crumble John are the old reliables of recruiting in Mongrel. Oh, I wonder what Shrike was doing patrolling my town then. She's been distracting when it came to some camera shots for scenes you were doing where she was involved. Listen, I get it. My last character, Goldship, was caked up. We didn't ask for it, but he served it nonetheless. Love Beep, all praise Beep, the main character. Beep's living a comfy life here. Basically just unlimited food and grog while everybody else does work. Is Joker's inventory full? Joker's inventory is full. That's why he's not helping. Inventory stuff gets weird in this game once you near capacity on a lot of things. Have I ever chopped off his limbs and attached robotics? Bubble Stuffed, I don't want to spoil my first run for you. Unless you tell me that you're just not going to make it that far and you just want to know what happened. But I will say I have some experience with Beep becoming Cyber Beep. Let's see how much this moves production along to have auto grain silos. Yeah, what's up with the green fruit? Nobody's taking care of it. Kyle's slacking. Output full. Someone needs to put it in the bread oven. Okay. Hey, we've got straw flour. Honestly, this upgrade is coming way too late because our food production is just about full anyways. Should get Benry back to making, yep, some electrical components. Which means eventually we'll want to put Narticus back on copper mining. We're still full for now. Upgrades are so nice after you've worked for them for so long. Advanced weapon grades, very nice. Let's see, did these upgrade? Yep, and just iron plates. Let's see how we're doing on iron plates. Oh, we've got tons. And even these will get upgraded here in a minute. We just need to make sure we're keeping pace with the electrical demand. Been so busy, so you're only on episode 6. Okay. If you tell me you want to know outright, I'll let you know, but yeah, we have put robotic limbs on Beep. I would really like to have developed that condensed series further, but it's about 270 hours of gameplay, and each of those hours usually takes me 1 to 3 hours to edit. So we're talking like if I sat down and it was my full-time job for multiple months, it would take me to do that every day, 9 to 5. I really wish I had been better at keeping up with the editing when the series was going. We might maybe want to get some batteries, since the wind is a little fickle here. I think this is the lower end of the wind that we're going to get, but maybe it's always like this. Okay, that's Shrike. Yeah, just patrolling our town. Cool. I wonder if that has to do with the shopping economy expanded mod. Assuming we've got raw iron for days. Yeah, we do. We still have people working iron? Yeah, we don't we don't need all that. Those people are going to get reassigned very soon. It's a new age. Don't know about anybody else, but when you watch something, you sit down and watch the whole thing without pausing it. Gotcha. And you've been doing the VODs. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's quite the time investment. Got a cannibal raid on the way. You crashed into this game hard, had a friend gift it to you a month ago, you just started playing it, and you can't stop. Lynn, welcome in. I picked up this game on a whim last November, and I have played it every weekend since. Saturdays and Sundays. Ooh, Wes Curtis unconscious. That is the Shrike. Guess you're so close to mongrels, you must be wandering through your town to do some shopping. Yeah, I think that's it. Good. Somebody put Curtis in bed. Do we have bodies for the peeler? Who attacked? Ah, there we go. Tried to camouflage yourself. Kenshi just has the charm of getting your ass kicked over and over again until you start doing the ass kicking. That's really the pipeline that makes it so notable. Where's this cannibal raid, huh? That's an interesting direction they're heading from. They must have come up from, Purple Sands region, maybe? What are Arash and Tortilla doing out here in Okrun's Gulf? Can you all really not pathfind your way home? Kenshi is a perfect game with amazing pathfinding. They just went back to the same place. Am I gonna have to manually guide them around this hill? Your current run is Fogmen are all over Kenshi as the Western Hive is already dead. The fog covers the whole island. You have so many random small mods, it feels like a fever dream now and then. So we're in a bit of a similar place. The Fogmen have not expanded in this playthrough, but we are seeing quite a lot of them. Just used a mod to make them able to spawn across the whole map. Constant chaos. We love it. You set the conditions for the stories you tell in Kenshi. Alright, we got a little more power now. Let's go ahead and upgrade one of these to auto. Oh, there's the cannibal raid. Skin for the peeler. Skin for the peeler. I actually don't think they know how to find my gate. Because they're kind of just standing there. You can't use humans or hivers without losing people to the fog, but robots aren't tasty to Fogmen. No, they aren't. Let's get Bombardier Squad out here. You want to fight? Let's have it. They literally won't. There we go. They found their way here. Too crunchy, according to the Fogmen. Yeah, I've had entire runs saved by that. If they're standing there, they could be getting ready to attack. Gotcha. Yeah, get him. Get him. How does Lloyd keep getting knocked out, but his toughness is only 23? I feel like Lloyd is the butt of a joke. This game for you hits a spot where you stay in your chair until you pass out. Only 5 others have done that. Rimworld, Zomboid, Satisfactory, and Anno 1800. So, good news for you. We're playing Zomboid on the channel now as well. And I'm looking to start a new themed Zomboid run here pretty soon. Vermilion, it's cleanup time. Your last Zomboid run was Cryogenic Winter in a mostly empty world. Basically, was playing Long Dark at that point. Long Dark is another one I could probably get back into. I played a lot of story-based games for a while, but I'm seeing how much depth there is to these sort of simulation-type games as well as story-making games. So this is a good opportunity for me to tell you that, yeah, this week we plan to play some Zomboid. I'm going to try to finish Chronos: The New Dawn, which is a survival horror story-based game. And as always, Saturday and Sunday will be Kenshi. Muldra had 30 to 40 zombies across the whole town. I'm imagining a playthrough that's that, but they're sprinters. Maybe even have increased health pool. You know what I mean? So, like, they're really rare, but they're a big deal when you find them. Have I played the week 1 Zomboid mod? No. So, I played about 100 hours of Zomboid 2 years ago. And that was with my friend Commerkle, and basically she always helped me out. And now I'm coming back to Zomboid in build 42, and I'm only about like 8 hours into trying to learn the game solo. So I haven't gotten into a lot of real hardcore playthroughs on Zomboid yet. I'm kind of just picking it up and learning the game and the possibilities. I have seen Ambiguous Amphibian do the week 1 Zomboid mod, though. Should have made them sprinters or used CDDA to make them grapplers. All right. Throw the last of these people in here. Always liked the mod that added Dying Light volatiles. You know, I tried to see, because I want to, maybe before TwitchCon, maybe after TwitchCon, I want to play the Silent Hill mod for Fallout 4. And I was looking to see if there's a Silent Hill mod for Project Zomboid, and I was really surprised that there's not, other than like a Silent Hill music replacer. And maybe like a fog effect. But I figured Zomboid would be like prime, because I know they have like Fallout mods and Last of Us mods and things like that. Ziri, though, you had about 200-ish hours before you started that run. You played it for about 100 before you stopped. I'm really looking forward to our my next like themed playthrough of Zomboid. I'm not going to say too much about it, except that I think it'll be really fun, and it'll make a great video that will be a total build onto the stream. So even after being there for the stream, watching the video will be its own experience. The map mod is called something weird for the Silent Hill. Okay. Take a look for it. Well, all right, y'all. It is 11 o'clock. I usually try to be in bed by now, but I was having so much fun, I just couldn't stop. But I think that's where I'm going to call it for today. So thanks, everybody who's joined me. Thanks to the friends old and new. We appreciate you. Lots of content over on the YouTube, whether it is VODs, whether it is my edited challenge runs, and lots more to come. So if you'd like to check out the YouTube, I do appreciate any subscriptions, as you'll get notified when any of that happens. And I am trying to hit part 2 of YouTube Partner. Leather for the peeler. God. Glad to be here going through Rock Bottom Run when you have downtime. Hey, thanks so much for the support, and I'm glad it's something that brings enjoyment to you in your busy schedule. Yeah, have a good one, everybody. All right, as usual, we're going to close YouTube first. YouTube, thank you for being here with us, whether you were here live or you caught the VOD. You make a difference either way, and I appreciate you, and I hope you've enjoyed our playthrough of the Kenshi Fogmen Rehabilitation run as much as I have. See you next weekend for more Kenshi. See you this week for Project Zomboid, or see you in about 15 seconds if you're binging the VODs, and on to the next one. Appreciate you all. Until I